All right, what's up? It's Chris with Pacific Rim here at the 11th anniversary of Carnival. We're here. Yes. Awesome. Have you been to a Carnival before?
I actually went to one in 2000. Was the very last time I've been on tour since then.
Yes.
So it's been a little hard to get out, but I actually met my fiance of now there when she was only like 19. We haven't been together since then, but yeah, so it's just kind of crazy how many dancers I know, choreographers I've known, so it's like family in there for me.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was going to ask you, but you kind of answered why you came out tonight and why it's so important for the dancers and stuff, what a carnival it means to them.
I mean, this is kind of a celebration for all their hard work, for, you know, all the dedication that the dancers put into their, you know, this is their entire life. You know, it's kind of like how we celebrate our, you know, musical career with like the Grammys, the AMAs. This is kind of how they celebrate their whole career, and there's so much talent in that room under one roof. You know, it's just awesome. So I can't wait to see the rest of the show.
Yeah, and as an artist, you know, you've had dancers behind you all the time. Are you happy to see all the dancers kind of starting to get more in the spotlight and more in the forefront with the shows that are out?
Absolutely. I mean, from, you know, now they have like TV shows based on Strictly Dancing, and you know, it's showing the world that they're not just backup dancers anymore. Like now they are celebrities, they are stars as well. Yeah. So.
And lastly, is there anybody in particular really excited to see tonight?
I saw Marty. I've seen a couple of my dancers I haven't seen in about 10 years. Yeah. So I don't know. I saw Paula Abdul just a minute ago, and I've had a crush on her since I was 11. I was the head of her fan club in Florida when I was 11 years old. So
I bet she's a fan of you now. So.
She's an absolute dream. So I'm gonna try to find her when I go back inside. So.
All right. You gotta let everybody know if you and Paula, you know, met up.
I definitely will. Believe me.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And the album's out, so make sure everybody go get it.
Yes. Go get it. Check it out.
All right. Thank you so much.
What's up, y'all? This is AJ, and you're watching Avenue 11.
Last night, there was a bit of a nostalgia with the Backstreet Boys playing the O2 Arena. Tonight, it's a more intimate gig for member AJ McLean as he plays the Indigo 2, and I think it's only right to go and have a few words with him. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah. Everybody, rock your body right. Backstreet's back, alright. Backstreet's back, alright.
AJ, we're just chilling after a big night, before another big night for you, in fact. How you doing, firstly?
Doing great. I'm a little tired, but I got my coffee, so I'm doing all right. It was a really, really long day yesterday, period, because we had a lot of extra stuff going on with the show here yesterday, because we were shooting it for MSN, a big webcast. So we had to do camera blocking, and we had to do pyro to the show, and so it was just a long day.
So on top of doing a massive gig like that, you had all these extra things to do as well?
Yeah, but it comes with the job.
There was genuinely a lot of love for Backstreet Boys last night from all these thousands of people driving home. How was it being at the gig, being on stage?
This is a gorgeous arena. This is our first time doing this actual venue, and you know, since it's been open, but it was phenomenal. I mean, there's 15,000 plus kids, and it was just such a great vibe, and just the building was filled with just passion, excitement. They sing in every song.
So tonight, obviously, it's all about AJ. What is it about the main man that makes you want to come back?
It's his voice. It's his voice, and he's been through so much. I reckon that he's got a lot of material to be able to write that well.
There is still genuinely a lot of love for Backstreet Boys here in the UK. But you know, obviously, you guys have grown that little bit older. You know, the fans have grown older, so obviously they're looking back on sort of some of their teenage years now. Have they stayed with you? Have they stayed quite loyal?
They have. I mean, we've seen so many familiar faces that were there in the very, very early beginning, and now they're either married, they have families of their own, and they're bringing their kids to the show, which is starting a whole new fan cycle for us. So it's really, really awesome to have such amazing fans that are that patient and diligent, and they're kind of like our deadheads, I guess you could say.
So unique, so you just know that the stuff that he's going to come out with is going to be really good, from what we've heard as well.
And the thing is, he doesn't care what people think.
Now let's talk about the solo stuff, because this is why you're here tonight. You know, you're doing you obviously did the big show last night with the rest of the guys, but this is all about you. When you first did that, I know you were doing some shows. You did some shows back in LA. You did the Blues Club, and I think you did the Roxy as well. What was that like for you? You know, going out there, and did it feel strange firstly?
Initially, yeah, because you kind of did that one brief look over your shoulder. Oh, the guys aren't there. Okay. But then you're like, this is where I belong. This is what I love to do, and this is my time now. And this is the one thing that we've always talked about lately, especially amongst us four, is that we don't ever want to hold each other back. You know, we all have dreams and aspirations outside of the group, and you have to have a healthy balance between whether it's your normal life, the Backstreet Boys, or your own career outside of the group. And you know, whether this is the right or wrong time, it's what's right in my heart. It's what's right for me now to do this for myself.
Have you heard the new stuff?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's amazing. And some of it's very autobiographical, I think. So
Very deep. Very deep.
Okay, well, obviously you mentioned that there's stuff, the album and a single going to be coming later. Do you know what the first single is going to be yet? Has that decision been made?
It hasn't been made yet. There's a couple of ideas I have in my head. You know, it's whether I want to go mid-tempo, up-tempo. But this is one of those situations where it's a good problem to have, that there's so many great songs on this record. I'm so blessed and fortunate to have worked with so many great and talented producers and you know, songwriters. I didn't plan on writing as much as I did. I wrote the whole record with some amazing writers, and you know, it was a lot of a very therapeutic process for me, because it's a very real record. It's not your typical pop record. It's not your typical fantasy record, as I would say about most pop music, where it's overdone, like whether it's about the car you drive or how many girls you know or whatever, that, you know, the kind of fantasy world that you hear in, you know, pop music. This is more of a insight into my head and into my life and into who I am, who I want to be, and what I've been through.
Well, AJ, best of luck with it. Have a brilliant show tonight. Look forward to hearing all of the new stuff, and you take care. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
《新好男孩之叛逆男孩》AJ McLean。AJ 拥抱爱2010台北演唱会，5月18日晚上7点半，就在台北国父纪念馆。购票请洽年代售票或余光音乐02-2516-1788。
So what's up? Hi. This is the second show that I've done on my own now, launching my solo record and letting the fans kind of have a first peek at what I'm doing.
Something I've been wanting to do for many, many years, and I finally get my opportunity to do it, and I'm really passionate about it.
I'm really, really anxious to see how the audience responds tonight. And who was that show last night? It's a kick-ass record. I've worked hard on it. This is the second show of many, 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 many more to come. And a new record this year.
I'm gonna take you in my car, you give me a ride. Tell me love, quick and slow, I choose side. And if you get too serious, I'll tell you goodbye. Girl, you better realize this ain't nothing but a drive-by love. Hey, hey, a drive-by love. Hey, hey, a drive-by love. Drive-by, drive-by. Try by la 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 la. Try by la 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 la.
I'd say it's been like 15 years in the making, just because, you know, the one thing about Backstreet Boys is that all of our music has always been very, very, very positive. But now that it's time for me to let everyone know who I am outside of the group, I'm real. I'm as real gets, and I want you to know me for me.
With you, it's just another rainy day in London.
London was kind of one of those magical accidents that happened while we were in the studio, and we just started writing a song about relationships and just how they don't always work. We pretty much wrote the whole song except for the chorus, and I just started thinking of London, and it just popped into my head, and we were just like, why not like it's just like another rainy day in London.
Of how we were meant to be.
I got to say, you guys, this record that I'm doing, and even the lyrics which you hear tonight, it's talking about everything and anything. There's a couple of songs that are just straight up pop records, and there's some that are from personal influence, like Sincerely Yours.
I'm stronger, but then why am I here when there's nothing left to say? Now the only love that meant something is gone. When I saw that it was over in your eyes, what do I have to do to get with you? I'll be better on my own. Now I miss the sun, but as long as I'm with you, it's just another rainy day in London. Oh, yeah, just another rainy day in London.
And I kind of feel like this is my time. So because of that, I'm not looking over my shoulder.
So just doing this particular record for me has been a very therapeutic process about just kind of exercising all of that and just really getting out a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions. So it's been a really awesome process.
I'm anxious, man. I'm really anxious. I'm anxious for the world to hear my music. I'm anxious to see people singing along with the songs, and hopefully my music touches people. Because that's the most important thing. It's always about the music first. Everything else is just a plus.